Hello everyone, Machine Gun Hunt here, and we're going to talk about something very different, okay? This is what we normally don't do with content in this channel. However, I've been seeing myself do this more often, with with Matt, with other things like, memes and all that. And this is actually something close to my heart. It's Star Wars, and yeah, this has something to do with Star Wars. So, obviously, you guys probably heard of the new series, The Mandalorian. It's on Disney Plus. Good show. Totally recommend you should watch it. And there has been some controversy that's been going on with the show because with the recent episode that came out, there is this influential internet person. Her name is Anita Sarkeesian. Now, for those of you who have been back at Gamergate, then you guys probably remember that name. She is most popular for one, making a series called Feminist Frequency. And she actually has about, I would say maybe 10 videos talking about the internet tropes and the certain types of ways that they make females kind of degenerate towards video games. And she has a couple of points that's right, but a lot of the points she makes is either one, kind of misleading, or two, just kind of wrong altogether. And I'm actually going to go ahead and show you this in a second. But right now, she's actually, I guess you could say, in a controversy right now because she talked about this big thing about the Mandalorians having some, let's just say, unusual armor for the females. So let's just get into this and with this article. It's actually a good article. So it says here, another great episode of the Disney hit series The Mandalorian is now unfortunately followed with more controversy. The previous episode of The Mandalorian, a controversy erupted all over Twitter and with Baby Yoda, with the Frog Lady egg. Spoiler alert. I did think that was kind of morbid, but again, dark humor. It seems that it's been shot with more drama. After the premiere of Season 2, Episode 3, titled The Harris, we noticed fans speaking out against the show once again, but this time it was over the shape of the female armor seen in the show, specifically the B armor. And I'm not going to say that because, YouTube terms of service, so, we do have that, this is a Christian channel, guys, in the Christian Minecraft server. Obviously, you guys understand. And obviously, we have Anita Sarkeesian right here. Lady Mandalorians have B armor. Oh, come on, seriously. And then, as you can see, you have Bo-Katan, and then you have the other female character with armor specifically shaped for their bodies. Now, of course, there has been arguments going on. There actually have been some other people. The earlier female character has the same series, didn't have B armor. Now, here's the thing about this. There's actually very specific things that's used for armor. Many fans comparisons with other characters, not only Mandalorian, but also Star Wars universe in general. So, as you can see right here, particularly love it, but I can see where you're coming from. The armor of the woman doesn't have boom armor. Now, here's the thing about this, okay? Now, there's this great YouTube channel called Shadiversity, okay? And what's interesting is that he actually talked about this way before this was a subject back in Mandalorian. And he talked about how armor is shaped specifically so that there's a certain crest slash bump at the abdomen, so that once you get hit, the sword, axe, spear, whatever gets deflected to the side so that you won't able to take as much damage from the blow. So the thing about armor is usually it's around maybe around the abdomen area, right around here. Now, it's entirely possible to raise it above the chest area and it would have the same results. Now, obviously, you can see with this right here, the armor is actually raised at the chest area. There's plenty of room so that it's at least it's not restricting you. Same thing right here. It's not as obviously this looks a little bit less comfortable, but you still have the raised armor right here. Because normally the armor would be like around right here, and even then, if you had like certain like restrictions and all that, it shouldn't be a problem. See, even this right here, you actually have a little bit lower than it's supposed to be for the men, but with the female, it's actually a little bit higher right here. So, they're talking about recreations of armor of Bo-Katan, the Star Wars Rebels, Star Wars the Clone Wars, and they actually had this for years now with Bo-Katan, and it seemed that this wasn't a problem, at least until now. So either one, Anita Sarkeesian simply forgot that there are female Mandalorians that had this type of armor, which is understandable. I remember a year ago that she actually forgot there was a female character in the first episode of The Mandalorian. So I wouldn't pass that with her at all. And two, it seems that people are pointing out that, female Mandalorians had these type of armor for a long time now. Another example featured armor animated war stories. So as you can see right here, Mandalorian and Star Wars Clone Wars, they did have that type of armor. Now, this Twitter thread, it kind of reminds me of that famous one with Ellie in Last of Us Part 2. Go ahead and tell me someone who suffered more than she has. I'll wait. And then you suddenly had all these characters. You had Solid Snake. You had freaking, from Berserk. You had a whole bunch of other anime. You have Cloud out of all places. So this is kind of similar with this. As you can see right here. So this is the actual Twitter thread. And there's loads of memes on this thread right here, guys. It's actually pretty funny with some of them. And there's actually a big debate going on, at least, a little bit later on. It got to the point where even people who are not really big fans of Star Wars are actually commenting on this, even political channels. So kind of crazy right there. So Mandalorian boom armor, okay. Oh, I just said it. Dang it. So you have all of these type of things, little recreations and all that. People making fun of Anita, just making art of this type of armor. We also have different types of perspectives, Superman 2, different types of activities, all this stuff right here. So yeah, loads of different replies. So let's check out the replies right here. Well, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna go right here. Different replies. All this stuff right here. Captain Phasma doesn't have her shaped around her things, but as you can see, the armor is actually up high, so it doesn't even have to worry about that. Again, I would probably put in Shadiversity's video in link in the description, and he will explain it. It's actually a really great video. And just different types of arguments and all of that. Actually, now I come from a background of martial arts, and with females, they actually had to find different ways in order to secure themselves while doing martial arts. So, that includes karate, judo, jiu-jitsu, all that stuff. And I must say, women do actually complain about these type of things, while doing martial arts. So they find many different ways from different different types of gear and equipment, different types of ways of doing it. I actually saw this one post where she has there's this woman who does karate, and she has this chest plate that she puts on while doing competition, so they don't move at all. So there is certain ways for this. However, this is armor, and the funny thing is, there's actually an argument saying that you can't have that type of armor because it actually makes you vulnerable, and it will kill you if you had that type of armor. So you need to have the regular type of armor. Actually, that would make a good case. However, I am going to call out you on that. Okay, this armor is some of the best armor in the Star Wars universe. Okay, simply being it's made out of what is it called? what is it called? I think it's like Belcar or something. No, Beskar, that's what it's called. Beskar armor, okay? Now, the thing about Beskar armor is so strong that it deflects blaster bullets, even like, disruptor blasts even. It goes against like blades, vibro blades, all sorts of stuff, like plasma blades as well. And it can even deflect freaking lightsaber strikes. This armor is like freaking level 30 armor in like Dungeons and Dragons, or level 20 armor. It is ridiculous. So, for those of you who are making an argument saying that this armor wouldn't be effective because of the shape that is made, it's totally wrong. Because obviously it's freaking Beskar armor. It could deflect anything, so it doesn't even matter. More arguments here. It's just memes. It's just all these memes, like arguments, memes. Even that is a bit raised right there. Obviously you can see the body that's kind of skinny, and then like it's kind of thick out there. So memes, guys, loads of memes. See, this is actually a picture that Shadiversity used. Again, I'm just gonna say Shadiversity all over, okay? So this is a really big discussion right here. So even this right here, this is actually a perfect example. So most of the time armor will be right around here, but the armor would just stick it right there. Now you see, the armor is actually a lot thicker than it looks, because it's usually about, like, I would say maybe 3 inches off of the chest. So that's plenty of room for some women, but for other women it's actually not as comfortable. So you have all these things. You even have like Bo-Katan right here, okay? And yeah, so basically this argument came because of Anita Sarkeesian, okay? Now see, there it is right here. This is the perfect example. As a woman with with things, I must show you the protection that we use for contact sports such as karate. We need to protect our things elsewhere. This is like very similar with what we use for cups. For us men, we want to protect our man jewels, our particulars. You know what it is. So you have all these like arguments. Oh, this is another good example. As you can see, the chest, like the out part right here is like kind of out. So what you normally want to do is have it a little bit higher. So that's why you have it right there. So like the previous example is the perfect example how females would have armors. Just have it raised up, you're good to go. It's actually a little bit more comfortable. And actually, it's funny because I think men back then in history, they actually had basically large metal cups for men. So there's definitely some exaggerated parts for armor throughout history. So there's definitely certain ways of protecting your protecting very vulnerable parts with armor, and 2, there's definitely some fashion wear going on throughout history as well. Now, I must say, I know a lot of the arguments are out there that the boob armor isn't necessary because, you need to protect yourself, which I understand, but this is Beskar armor, and it's the strongest material in the Star Wars universe, so it doesn't even matter, okay? More examples. Let's see, this is another good example. So, this is actually the best example I could come up with right here. So usually, like, the crescents will be like right here, and it usually is top there, which is equally as manageable. So that's how it works. Kind of looks like a Fire Emblem character. It's nice. I like the armor. And this is another example right there. All right, so I made my point. Same thing with like Wonder Woman and all that stuff. Now, the reason why I'm making this video all together is because I am calling out Anita Sarkeesian's hypocrisy, okay? Simply because she actually have talked about these types of things before in video games, okay? Now, I do remember years ago this video that she has made with Feminist Frequency where she actually talks about Destiny. And guess what, guys? This was when Destiny comes in. This is a Destiny channel. So I would normally don't discuss stuff unless it involves Destiny. So I remember this, if it's anything Destiny back then, I'm going to listen to it. And one of this was Anita Sarkeesian's video about the male gaze, tropes and all that, right? So I'm just going to go ahead and have this play, and then you guys will probably get my drift. So let's go ahead and check it out. And we're going to pause every 20 seconds because fair use.
Movement can be a powerful thing. Most of us who play games can appreciate the importance of a well-timed jump in a platformer or a skillful dodge in a fighting game. But sometimes it's the seemingly ordinary movements that actually tell us the most about a character. The way they do simple things like walk or sit down. And like anything else about a character, movement can be used in ways that resist tired gender stereotypes or in ways that reinforce them. In Bungie's hugely successful online shooter Destiny, players start by creating their own character, a guardian who will fight to protect the last remnants of humanity.
Heck yeah.
As with character creation tools in other games, this one lets you choose from different genders and races.
By the way, they updated the freaking hair particles, so it actually looks really good. So my character, he has like long white hair since day one, and it actually looks amazing. So thanks, Bungie. And they also changed some other things too. Looks really cool.
In most ways, Destiny treats its playable female characters almost identically to how it treats its male characters. For instance, the armor you acquire when playing as a female character isn't sexualized, but looks just as practical and stylish as the gear equipped by male characters.
Wait! Did you hear that? Let's play it again.
Almost identically to how it treats its male characters. For instance, the armor you acquire when playing as a female character isn't sexualized, but looks just as practical and stylish as the gear equipped by male characters.
Again.
Lets you choose from different female characters almost identically to how it treats its male characters. For instance, the armor you acquire when playing as a female character isn't sexualized, but looks just as practical and stylish as the gear equipped by male characters.
Okay. You understand that, right? We gotta keep going, but when was this video made? When was this video made? Super YouTube, give it a second. Okay, this was made. Where is it? We can't see what the video was made. Can't see it. I think this was made like in 2015, I think it was. Oh no, see right here. 2016, right here. So 4 years ago. Okay? Let's play that one more time.
How it treats its male characters. For instance, the armor you acquire when playing as
hang on, let's pause right there. Let's pause right there, like 106.
Almost identically to how it treats its male characters. For instance, the armor you
right there. You see that right there? Now this is a warlock, but I'm gonna show you more examples, okay? You see the difference with this, okay? Destiny armor actually affects the look depending on what gender you have, okay? And it's more realistic towards that towards the physique, the anatomy, all sorts of things, okay? Well, guess what? Obviously we have different parts. Males have different parts, females have different parts, and the armor is going to affect you differently depending on how this is working out. Okay, this is Taken King around this time. This was, I think, around Crimson. So there was plenty of armor that showed different types of anatomies towards different guardians, especially like hunters, titans, even warlocks, depending on what they had. Like, dude, I remember freaking Crota's end gear, where if you had a warlock, it had a very defined shape towards the chest area. So, it shows practicality, but Anita didn't complain about that. What's up with that? Either she didn't play the game, or she just simply didn't collect enough armor. I definitely guarantee she hasn't played the raid, I'll tell you that.
Acquire when playing as a female character isn't sexualized, but looks just as practical and
it's even more like skirts. It's usually around the ankle area. Meanwhile, men is gonna be around the shins or the knees or whatever,
by male characters.
However, she's not complaining about it.
The male and female characters are differentiated.
And you could obviously see the difference. That's obviously a female. That's obviously a male.
Watch how a male guardian sits down, taking a load off after a long, hard day fighting the forces of pure evil.
New hunter, by the way.
Simple. It suggests confidence. When a female character sits down, however, it's a completely different story. She sits like a delicate flower. This is supposed to be a hardened space.
Hey, All I'm saying is there's some delicate flowers who could kick my butt, okay? In Destiny and like other places. Like, dude, especially in the world of martial arts, jiu-jitsu and stuff like that, it's like one of the very few sports that actually defines like pure skill, okay? If me, like a 270 or 80, I don't even know at this point, pound, 6'2" guy who had like a live experience with jiu-jitsu versus a black belt woman who's probably like 130 pounds, maybe 5'6" or something like that, okay? She's gonna beat my butt, okay? She is so good at jiu-jitsu that she could beat my butt anytime, any place, okay? That's just the purity of this, okay? It doesn't matter how they sit. If they can kick my butt, they can kick my butt. It's without a problem.
Warrior, and yet she's sitting around like she's Ariel from The Little Mermaid. A character's animation and movement is
okay, you get the point, but she didn't call out the freaking armor in Destiny. I mean, look at this. Look at this. This is a perfect example. Like right here. You know what? No, let's go back. Let's go back. Okay? So you can probably see right here, like all the different armors. Like, look right there. You know, you have freaking like B armor going on with the Huntress right here. You have one right here. This is a Titan right here that has this different shaped armor. Okay, look right here. The Hunter has different types of armor right here. Actually, a little bit exaggerated. Look at this right here. This is all Destiny 2 stuff. I'm gonna look at Destiny 1 armor a little bit. Look right here. Different types of armor. Like, look at this right here. Like, obviously, it's very dramatic with that right there. Let's see. Not all those guys are male. Let's see here. The female armor right here. That definitely looks like female armor right there. What the frick, Anita? Look right there, right there. Look right there. What else? Let me see all this. Like, okay, look. Another good example. Okay, look. Female armor. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. Are you kidding me? Look at all this. Look at all this. Like, even that's like kind of like female-ish, kind of. Like, come on. That's male. Give me a second. Look, all these examples. All these examples. Let's look at now this is Destiny armor stuff. So let's look at these are a lot of Destiny 2. Okay, let's look at Destiny 1. Okay. Because Destiny 2 actually has some more defined like armor for females, you know, ever since Destiny 2 came out. So Destiny 1 armor, okay? So let's look at some trying to find some females here. Okay, look, right there. That's Destiny 1 armor. Obviously, you could see different types of body parts right there, okay? Let's look at, oh, that's nice armor, I remember that. Let's look at this. Let's look at this. Female armor, no. That's male armor, okay. Let's see here. Oh, look, right. Oh my gosh. Wait. What? 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 Are you kidding me, Anita? This was before Taken King 2. What the frick? What's up with that? What's up with that? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Anita, you didn't call this out. What the frick? Come on. Oh, look at this right there. Right there. All this stuff. Look. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. What the friggin' butts, dude? Anita, you did not call any of this out. In fact, you said that it wasn't sexual at all.
Their movement. Watch how
Look at that.
female character isn't sexualized, but looks just as practical and stylish as the gear equipped by male characters.
I mean, look at this. Look. Like, look at the Hunter. Look at this. This is ridiculous. That's too thick. Look at this. This is actually worse than some of the Mandalorian stuff. Look at this. Look at the comparison. You're telling me that this is bad and this isn't? Are you kidding me, Anita? Like, dude, look at this. This is specifically made for a Huntress. Like, this isn't made for a dude. Like, look at this. It's ridiculous. Anita, are you kidding me? Listen, like, I know I'm over exaggerating here, but come on. if you're going to complain something about this, something super popular like The Mandalorian, obviously, like, it's not sexualized at all. But you look at stuff right here and you don't complain about it, Anita. Guess what? Like, you're not... What's the word? What is the word? You're not being persistent. You're not being persistent. So the biggest thing I see here is 1, hypocrisy, 2, consistency, okay? We literally heard you say that the armor from Destiny, like, isn't sexualized at all and is actually reasonable for the game. That's your own words. This is literally like Destiny armor. You did not, like, come on. You said this is okay, but you said this is fine? Are you kidding me? Anita, like, please. So, in conclusion, really, like, the only thing I can conclude from this is that she's just chasing clout. She just wants to be relevant towards these type of things. Now, listen, I understand that, you know, Gamergate was a big controversy. There's a whole bunch of things with journalism. There's a whole bunch of things with all this stuff, yada, 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 okay? And Anita and, like, you know, Zoe Quinn were a big part of that, okay? But something like this, there are way bigger things to worry about in this world with, like, sexism and all this stuff compared to this. And even this, okay? It's just, these are two completely different, separate things that are happening all over the world. I mean, look at places, I'm not even going to talk about that, but you catch my point. But Anita, like, just stop being a hypocrite and, you know, remember the own things you say here, okay? I need to be careful of the things I say, because if I say something in the future and it contradicts what I'm saying, like back in 2016, then guess what? I'm gonna get in trouble. But Anita, just do better, please. But yeah, that's about it, guys. What's the entire reason of this video? I don't know. It's just calling out Anita's hypocrisy here, okay? But in conclusion, play Destiny. You know, you could... here's my challenge to you. Play Destiny 1, play Destiny 2, collect as much armor as possible, and see what kind of conclusion that you can make from this video. That is my challenge to you, okay? Like, go and collect all this armor to see, like, if any of this is sexualized or not, okay? Like, there's definitely more sexualization towards this than this, obviously, okay? But overall, it's just not a big deal, you know? My challenge to you is play the games, like, play female characters, and go ahead and collect all the armor, and see if, like, Destiny armor is just as bad as Mandalorian's. Because, guess what? Anita said that there's no sexualization towards the Guardians' armor. Yes, she says that boob armor is bad, okay? Okay, this is my challenge to you. Play Destiny, see how bad it is, you know, and see if it's just as bad as the Mandalorian armor, okay? And guess what? She said that it's not sexualized. So this is not sexualized according to her logic right here. But that is all I can say, guys. What is your opinion with all of this? I am going to link a couple of videos in the description box, mostly from Shadiversity. Just go ahead and check all this out. Most importantly, check out all, like, the Twitter threads and all that, okay? The memes are great, okay? It's like Ellie, you know, tell me someone who suffered more than her. I'll wait. This is kind of similar to this. I love this Twitter thread. I just go there every so often. Just look at the memes. This is great. But anyway, guys, all I ask from you is to go ahead to like, comment, and subscribe with this video, and comment below on what is your opinion on this. Me personally, I'm gonna say Anita is being called out here, okay? This isn't bad, at least according to her logic, okay? She's just chasing cloud right here. But thank you guys for watching. God bless. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.